Hey, okay, here's some more dreams, a lot more this time. This one I was in like a really big building. There were like a lot of rooms and there was like this huge bathroom. Kind of looked like some sort of gym. I had this like toy. It was like Lala from Teletubbies with a telescope. It was similar to an episode of Teletubbies where Dipsy finds a telescope, but it's Lala instead. Yeah, this angle looks different because I moved a lot of stuff around this room recently. This one's involving Backyard Baseball, the original version. I could have sworn this was released in 1996, but it was apparently released in 1997. And that's pretty interesting. This one I had earlier today. I was in like a school. There was like some sort of curse going on, and some bad stuff was happening, and the school was like flooded. We couldn't get out. But like, the only thing I'm concerned is two things that were in this dream. One of the girls, like, had her pet dog, which was apparently Buster from Lady and the Tramp 2. And also, I had a DVD of Barney's Camp Wanna Runaround. Yeah, the DVD has similar style cover to the 1997 VHS, not like the 1999 cover, like what the Outdoor Fun DVD has. Which, yes, there exists a 1999 release of that video. Should I try to collect it? I don't know. This one's involving the Teletubbies DVDs. I could have sworn all of the Teletubbies DVDs were printed by, I could have sworn there was a Warner Brothers release of, every Teletubbies DVD, and also Paramount release of every single one of them. But no, Paramount actually didn't release some of the earlier Teletubbies DVDs, and the later DVDs were made after Warner Brothers stopped distributing PBS home videos. So yeah. This one's involving the show All Grown Up, the spin-off of the Rugrats, where, they're older. I could have sworn, each episode was, 15 minutes long, but it's actually, about 30 minutes long. That's pretty interesting, seeing, cartoon series where each episode's, half an hour instead of 15 minutes long like usual. But yeah. This one's involving the Asian Storyteller TV event from Teletubbies. I remember seeing both versions of this episode. I remember seeing both this and an Asian Storyteller the Fox. They're both almost the same TV event, except they both take place in a different room inside the house. It's the same kids and the same storyteller, but she actually wears, a different colored dress, and they're in a different room. I could have sworn they both took place in the same room, actually. But yeah. That's pretty weird. Did you know you can chat, call, make to-do lists, all in Microsoft Teams? Do I really care? Suggested. Yeah, I don't think that's a good suggestion. This one's involving the Squishy, Squishy, Squashy song from Barney. I could have sworn some Disney Channel shows had this. I'm not sure which one specifically. Also, because one was in Victorious and iCarly and the All Dogs Go to Heaven TV series. This one's involving It's a Fun, Fun, Sunny Day from Barney. I could have sworn it was in Henry Danger. I'm not sure if I already mentioned that. I'm not sure if I mentioned these, but I remember it was in that, 101 Dalmatians 2, and, The Little Rascals. I feel like that would be a very fitting song for that one. Okay, this one's involving Castle So High. Castle So High? No, it's apparently Castle So High, not Castles So High. My childhood is ruined. Oh my god. This one's involving the Pledge Drive version of Gone Fishing. I just found this on YouTube a while ago, and it's actually a lot different than I thought it would be. Apparently it has the fishing. It doesn't have the fishing song, which I could have sworn it was in that episode. Also, interestingly enough, the episode, the first part where, Jason is playing ring toss by himself is actually cut. I also could have sworn they didn't sing 10 Little Fishies, or the SMILE song. So yeah. This one is involving It's Raining, It's Pouring. Because we had a different title card, as that's what happens in some of the pledge drive airings. I also could have sworn the story they tell about that boy who couldn't fall asleep and all of Tommy DePala's scenes were cut. But no. This one's involving Camera Safari. I could have sworn when they were making those pretend cat puppets, they sang the Barney Bag song. But no. And speaking of, this is involving the Pledge Drive airing. I could have sworn they... Okay, this is weird. Like, Pledge Drive airings of episodes, they actually remove, like, the most fitting songs in the episodes. Like, this one, the Camera Safari song itself is cut from this episode. I don't remember that at all. That's very ironic. I also could have sworn they also cut out the crocodile song, the elephant song, the tiger song, and I Love Lil Kitty and the Adventure Screen segments. I could have sworn those were cut. I'm not sure about this one. This one's involving, like, I don't know, I just started remembering this recently. I was watching, like, Mickey's Once Upon Christmas. I honestly could have sworn they sang the Skating Skating song from Barney. Yeah, skating, skating, or the frosty ice, yeah. Apparently. But yeah. Okay, this dream I had, I was like inside the Teletubbies house, the Superdome, as some people call it, and like the film Hoodwinked was taking place in there. Like, they were interrogating like some of the characters, like in the movie, and like the Nunu was there also. I don't think any of the other Teletubbies were there. I might remember Tinky Winky was there. This one's involving a segment from Afro-Caribbean Vegetables called What Color is Tubby Custard? I remember the scene on like the What's That DVD, and I could have sworn like the ending was shortened. Like, it didn't show like Poe finishing the Tubby Custard and the Teletubbies giving each other a big hug. So yeah. And this one, I remember like a while ago, like yesterday, I was like checking something, checking some Teletubbies episodes and stuff, and for some odd reason, I keep thinking every episode had the windmill stopping at the end, or like, I don't know, maybe like in the middle, like in some episodes. Like, I don't know why I remember like every episode having the windmill stopping. I know for a fact that doesn't happen, but like, I don't know. And when I was doing this, and when this happened, I only remember happening like the UK series. I don't remember like every US episode having the windmill stopping. I remember like there were very few US episodes with the windmill stopping. I rarely ever saw that when I was little. But yeah. But that's all I have. That was actually not that much, but whatever. See you later.